Welcome to 1010 Carolyn's Place, located in Reynolds, Lake Oconee. I'm Justin Cullifer with Luxury Lake Oconee Real Estate Group, and this listing is offered by my colleague, Rozelle Baker. Let's take a closer look. First, let me tell you about the location of this home. This home in particular is situated next to Carolyn's Pond and the National Golf Course. You're a short walk away from the National Tavern, the snack shop, and to grab your clubs and hit the links. One of the things I like about this house is the approach. First of all, to the left here, we have common area. No one was ever going to build on this land. Behind it is Carolyn's Pond. So every time you're walking up to the front door or your guests are arriving, they're seeing the beautiful pond. This lot is special. It is part of a limited common area, also known as an LCA. In Carolyn's Place, each of the homeowners are responsible for the maintenance of the house and the garage, but all of the landscaping is taken care of by Reynolds Lake Oconee. Let's take a look inside. My first impression is that this house is in move-in ready condition. Anything that you would do to it would be purely to align it to your taste. These are heart pine hardwood floors. You don't see these anymore. Even obtaining this wood is hard to do. And when you have it, this is something that many people don't rip out. It is really, really impressive. This is a terrific open floor plan. We have the kitchen here in the heart of the home. If you're looking this way towards Carolyn's Pond, we have a massive window with an incredible view of the golf course and the pond. The dining room has currently a 6-top table. It could easily accommodate a larger table. It could even accommodate a round table very, very easily. The island and the countertops are all granite, so very easy to set your pots and pans right off of the stove onto the granite. It would not harm it at all. Again, every window in this house is overlooking the pond and the golf course. Before we go out, I want to point this out. It is very quiet in this house. With the doors and windows shut, it is absolutely silent. This is a very nice space. It has a built-in gas fireplace, so it has a wraparound view of Carolyn's Pond. I know I keep going on and on about the pond, but this is a landmark inside of Reynolds Lake Oconee. People come here with their fishing poles, cast a line, catch a fish. You can also clearly see over there the golf course. This wing of the house has the primary bed and bath, as well as the laundry room and pantry area. Very, very comfortable sized room. It has all of the intricate millwork that I've seen throughout the home already. It has a sitting room. This is currently staged as where you might read a book, but I can also see having your home office in here. The primary bath is also move-in ready. You can tell that there are some opportunities in here. I like that the cabinets are tall. Off of the foyer is the grand staircase as well as the main level powder room. This grand staircase and the powder room are wrapped in this beautiful heart pine floors. Daylight terrace in this house is fantastic. The ceilings are tall. The heavy millwork continues throughout this level. And as we look out, we have those continued views of the pond and the golf course. This room has plenty of room for large furniture, which is just terrific. One thing I also like in this room is the dry bar. It has a wine fridge today. Shelves could certainly be built out to make this even more grand, which I like quite a bit. First, here we have a very large guest room. They have it with 2 full-size beds. I believe this one could accommodate a king-size bed very comfortably, possibly 2 queen-size beds. The bathroom associated with this guest room is rather large. It has 2 sinks. It has a massive closet that has not yet been built out, but certainly could be with the same sort of cabinetry, and a stand-up shower. Central vacuum system. I did not notice that before. That is a very, very nice item. Certainly you don't have to drag a vacuum cleaner from room to room, or your housekeeper doesn't have to either. Let's take a look at the next guest room. They also have 2 full-size beds in here. These may be queens. I think they're full-size, but you could easily put 2 queen-size beds, easily a king-size bed in here, and It also enjoys the same views out to the pond and to the golf course. The guest bath for this one is equally nice. It also has dual vanities, a walk-in shower, and a nicely set up closet here. All right, there's a lot going on out here that I like. First, there's a small flagstone patio over here that we took a look at just a moment ago from the first guest room on the terrace level. Very nice place to have your morning coffee or read a book. Over here, they have a nice setup of furniture just for sense of scale. That is a full-size couch that 3 people could sit across, and then 2 rotating chairs, swivel chairs with ottomans. So the scale of this is pretty substantial. Landscaping here is really pretty. There is down here a fire pit that the current owner has put in place, and chairs. So you sit out here and have a wood-burning fire in this fire pit overlooking this pond. To me, that is a very nice spring or fall afternoon. I want to take a look back at the house. I earlier mentioned that this house has a very prominent stance to it. Part of that is this incredible boulder wall, which you can see when you drive by. And then it just is perched up here on the knoll. It has a commanding presence. Certainly give me a call, drop me an email or a text if you have any questions, and I'd be happy to arrange an in-person showing or an additional live FaceTime tour to hone in on anything of interest.